Images can evoke powerful emotions and psychological responses. When dealing with media communications, it is important to understand how visuals can reach the cognitive centers of the brain. Cognitive response is very closely tied to emotional response, which in fact gives the reader a better understanding of what it is that they're looking at. Cognitive response is a very important part of communicating with your viewers. Without knowing your target audience, you may not be able to properly engage them in the materials that they're viewing. Culture codes can be imposed from a culture and social perspective, a significant geographical country perspective, a regional perspective, a location perspective, or even a family perspective. I have been hired by a large law enforcement agency to analyze the images that have been used on advertising billboards in both urban and suburban regions. My analysis has proven the exact same image has been used in both the urban and suburban regions. This proves to be ineffective due to the visual elements and the cultural familiarity. Culturally familiar visuals are important when using visual communications in media. Depicting a large grassy field with patches of flower beds in an urban community will not allow for the engagement of the urban audience, just as a basketball court in the middle of the city will not allow for engagement within the suburban community. Some examples of visual cognitive elements are memories, experiences, and expectations. As it pertains to the urban community, childhood memories of playing at the basketball hoops will come into mind as they look at the image that has been selected to be used for the urban community billboard. Expectation is also another cognitive element to be tied into the specific image for the urban community. Understanding that we all live in the same world. However, the elements of our community, as well as the visual elements for visual communication, will continue to be different. There will be different levels of emotional engagement with both the urban and suburban viewers as it pertains to the billboard images. Using the exact same image in both communities does not allow for any emotional engagement. The images used on the billboards must be specific to the actual community in which they will be viewed. A metonymic code is a collection of media that causes your viewer to make an association or even an assumption. An analogical code is a group of images that causes the viewer to make mental comparisons. Displaced codes are basically considered stand-in images that transfer meaning from one set of images to another. And last and certainly not least, condensed codes give new or even composite meaning. Several images that combine to form a new image. Let's focus on the images that you are viewing. Take a look at the left image. The left image is basketball hoops and urban children playing at a park located under a bridge, basically. This is absolutely an image to be utilized for an urban community. As you see, the students are playing and enjoying themselves, as well as continuing to be safe. The image on the right-hand side of the screen is an image that should be utilized for a suburban community. It's a large community park with a playground and benches for the parents to sit and watch their children. You see the buildings in the background, could be churches or even schools. This is an image to use in a suburban community, as it is mostly resembled by that actual community.